9:13 p.m. 22 seconds.
Center is a 911 police fire ambulance.
I have an emergency
All right, who do you need? Police, fire, ambulance?
ambulance. We have an unstable patient.
Okay, tell me the address. Hello?
Hello?
Ma'am, what's your address? Okay, are you there with the patient now?
Yes.
Okay, we do have help on the way. What exactly happened?
She was having surgery. This is a plastic surgery office. And she's unstable. She's having seizures. I think.
Okay, and what kind of procedure was she being operated on for?
There's multiple ones.
Okay, can you tell me what they were?
Firstly, I always want to remind people whenever we're talking about plastic surgery, it is surgery. You're always going to take a risk if you choose to have plastic surgery, right?
Yes, in surgery, there are a lot of things that can go wrong, so you have to be very cautious on who you choose and exactly what you choose to have done.
Cosmetic surgery has surged in popularity over the past few decades, influenced by shows like The Kardashians and The Real Housewives. These shows have spotlighted procedures like Brazilian butt lifts, lip fillers, and contouring, driving more people to seek the aesthetic effects of plastic surgery. Besides meticulous surgical skills, doctors must be committed to patient safety and ethical practices. Safety and ethics are not empty words. They form the foundation of trust between patient and doctor and minimize risks. If this trust is broken, the consequences can be devastating. On November 21, 2023, a usually routine procedure at a well-known plastic surgery center in Gulf Breeze, Florida, took an unfortunate turn. A patient experienced an adverse outcome, but even more unsettling were the chilling allegations that led to criminal charges. These claims have sent shockwaves throughout the community, casting a dark shadow over the local cosmetic surgery scene and prompting serious questions about safety and the true cost of beauty. Let's dive in.
There's a record of every single thing I do, every procedure, every drug given. Everything is recorded and audited and tracked for good reason to make sure everyone's safe.
According to a video on his business website, 41-year-old Dr. Benjamin Brown's interest in medicine began during childhood trips to Honduras with his father, a family physician. These experiences inspired his decision to pursue a medical career, and he continued participating in similar missions during medical school and as a plastic surgery resident. Dr. Brown graduated as valedictorian from Tulane University in 2005, then attended medical school at the University of Texas in Dallas, graduating in 2009. He completed his residency at Georgetown University School of Medicine in 2015. That same year, he and his wife Stephanie moved to Pensacola, Florida, drawn by the city's beaches and vibrant community. Initially working at Gulf Coast Plastic Surgery, Dr. Brown opened his own practice, Restore Plastic Surgery, in 2017. Since the facility only performed Level 1 office procedures, it did not have to register with the Florida Department of Health or submit to annual inspections. Unlike Level 2 surgeries, which require a surgeon, an assistant, an anesthesia provider, and recovery personnel, most Level 1 procedures require only a surgeon on staff. Court records indicate that Stephanie Brown filed for divorce from Dr. Brown on April 5, 2021. 3 months later, Dr. Brown began dating Hilary Rogers, whom he married on June 4, 2022. Born September 2, 1990 in Mobile, Alabama, Hilary pursued chemical engineering at the University of Mississippi. She worked at Restore Plastic Surgery and was a dedicated mother of 3 children from a prior marriage. With the highest rate of plastic surgery procedures per capita, Florida was the perfect place for Dr. Brown to establish a booming practice. Among his clients was his own wife, Hilary. On November 21, 2023, 33-year-old Hilary was set to undergo several procedures performed by her husband: abdominal scar revision, liposuction on her arms, lip injections, and an ear adjustment. Many patients choose to have multiple procedures at once to cut down on recovery time and get their desired results faster. However, this strategy also comes with additional risks, and on that fateful day, those risks turned into a heartbreaking reality. It was around 1 p.m. on November 21, 2023, and the staff at Restore Plastic Surgery had closed the office to the public. The procedure room had been prepared, and Dr. Brown began his work. According to a probable cause affidavit, staff members stated that Dr. Brown was administering lidocaine injections to parts of Hilary's face when she reported blurred vision and seeing an alarming orange hue. Despite these distressing symptoms, which are suggestive of lidocaine toxicity, Dr. Brown continued with procedures. The tension in the room escalated quickly as Hilary's legs began shaking and she showed signs of a seizure. Alarmed, the medical staff repeatedly urged Dr. Brown to call 911. His response was far from reassuring. He insisted they wait, shouting in frustration and demanding to know, "What medication did she take?" Minutes felt like hours as the medical team watched Hilary's condition deteriorate. Finally, approximately 10 to 20 minutes after Hilary suffered the seizure, staff members called 911, making two calls just 6 seconds apart.
13 p.m. 22 seconds.
Santa Rosa 911, police, fire, ambulance.
I have an emergency
All right, who do you need? Police, fire, ambulance.
ambulance. We have an unstable patient.
Okay, tell me the address. Hello?
Hello?
Ma'am, what's your address? Okay, are you there with the patient now?
Yes.
Okay, we do have help on the way. What exactly happened?
She was having surgery. This is a plastic surgery office. And she's unstable. She's having seizures. I think.
Okay, and what kind of procedure was she being operated on for?
There's multiple ones.
Okay, can you tell me what they were?
She's in cardiac arrest right now.
Okay, we have help coming. Okay, can you tell me what kind of operation she was getting?
Abdominal lipo, fat transfer, different things. I don't know them off the top of my head right now.
Okay, sweetie, we have help on the way. They're coming emergency response, okay? If you'll just make sure that they have the AED attached to the patient and have it ready to go as well, and tell them to keep up with the chest compressions, okay?
Okay.
All right, if anything changes, call us back. The help's on the way. Thank you. Bye-bye.
For 13 p.m. 28 seconds.
Or is a 911 police fire ambulance?
Hi, ambulance, yes. We have an unresponsive patient.
Hold on, stop. I need one person to talk to me. That's one. What's a good callback number for you?
Please.
Okay, listen to me. I've got help. I've got help on the way. What's your name? All right, how old is the patient?
He is 32.
Okay. Is he breathing?
No, we're performing CPR right now.
Okay. All right. And you're doing, you said you got CPR going?
We're doing mouth-to-mouth going right now, yes, sir.
Okay. Is there medical staff on scene?
Yeah, the doctor is on scene right now, but we need an ambulance to transport.
Okay, they're coming just as fast as they can, okay? Just continue doing your...
cardiac arrest.
I understand that. They're coming as fast as they can. They're coming with lights and siren, okay? Okay. All right, they're coming as quick as they can. Just continue doing CPR until help gets over. I'm going to stay on the phone. That way, if anything changes, we can update them right away, okay?
Okay.
All right, so just let me know. Just continue that CPR and just let me know if anything changes. Was he having a procedure or anything?
Sorry, we say what you said?
Was he having a procedure or anything?
Yes, she was having a cosmetic procedure.
Okay. Was it male or female?
A female,
Okay.
female patient.
Correction, that's going to be a female, yo. And they're coming just as fast as they can. Fire department's not far away. They're ALS, so they'll have all the equipment, and then EMS isn't far behind them, okay?
Where's that 209? Okay.
I know it seems like a long time. Y'all just keep doing that CPR, okay?
Yep, okay. I'm going to start moving all this out of the way. Yeah, there was...
Is there more than one office in that building, or is it just the one office?
No, it's just the one office. You go into the back door. You're going to come around the side.
So go to the back door, you said? I got them going to the back door and to the left. That's what you said, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's to the right. It's like when you first turn in, like to the parking lot, you're just going to go straight. You're going to come around the corner, and there's 2 back doors that we're going to be having them open for you.
Okay. Like I said, they're coming just as fast as they can, okay?
Okay.
Just let me know if anything changes. Like I said, fire is not far away, so they should be pulling up very shortly here, okay?
Okay.
Anybody find my fucking stethoscope? Look all over in the office, on top of the shelf, and all over around that thing.
They should be pulling up shortly, okay?
Okay.
Our fire department's pulling up, okay? Just let me know when they're in there with you, okay?
Okay.
Truck 36, I have you on scene.
Okay. I think they're pulling up now.
Copy. Okay. Yeah, just let me know when they get inside with you guys, okay?
Okay. Okay, we have the fire department here.
Okay, I'll let you go. They'll take care of it from here, okay?
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Hilary was rushed to a nearby hospital where she slipped into a coma. After being stabilized, she was transported to the ICU at Sacred Heart Medical Center and placed on life support. Despite the medical team's efforts, she never regained consciousness. 1 week later, on November 28th, physicians informed her family that she had suffered prolonged cerebral hypoxia, leading to the decision to withdraw life support. Her tragic death triggered a thorough investigation by multiple agencies, digging into every action and decision made on that fateful day. It took 7 months for the investigation to be completed. By then, the state determined it had sufficient probable cause to obtain a warrant for Dr. Brown's arrest on charges of second-degree felony homicide, manslaughter by culpable negligence.
He ran out of lidocaine in one, IV bag, and he ran out of it and then mixed some other stuff in a bowl and then pulled it out with a syringe and then injected her with it. And then she began to seize, and then the real problem was she began to seize, and then the nurses in the room wanted to call 911, and he said, no, we'll handle it, and obviously they did not handle it, and she ended up passing away.
On Friday, June 14th, the warrant was issued, and Dr. Brown turned himself in to authorities 3 days later.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. A Gulf Breeze doctor now charged in connection to the death of his own wife. Dr. Ben Brown turned himself into the Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office. He was booked just before 8 this morning. He's charged with second-degree felony homicide, manslaughter by culpable negligence. The Sheriff's Office sharing this video showing Dr. Brown being led through the office in handcuffs. His wife's death has been under investigation by the Major Crimes Unit in Santa Rosa County since last November. That's when Hilary Brown started seizing while she was undergoing several procedures. Her husband, the doctor performing those surgeries.
Dr. Brown's arrest resulted from an extensive investigation by the Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office, the County Medical Examiner's Office, and the State Attorney's Office. A report from the Florida Department of Health alleges that Dr. Brown failed to follow proper medical protocol when administering sedatives like lidocaine, waited 10 to 20 minutes before starting CPR, and didn't have life-saving equipment available when Hilary's heart stopped, leading to her death. Consequently, the department issued an emergency order restricting Dr. Brown's ability to practice medicine. Throughout the investigation, past patients and staff came forward to allege that Dr. Brown routinely ignored proper protocols at his practice. In an interview with a local news outlet, a former office manager at Restore Plastic Surgery shared the following.
He didn't care about patients anymore. Patient care was left up to his physician assistant and me. We basically turned into a wound care facility. The assistant was constantly treating infections and performing office procedures. We were monitoring patient calls and texts all hours of the day and night, 7 days a week. I've witnessed it all and felt so helpless.
According to the Florida Department of Health's emergency order, unethical practices at Restore Plastic Surgery included allowing Hilary, who was not a licensed healthcare practitioner, to perform cosmetic procedures such as laser treatments and injections on patients. Controlled substances were stored in an unlocked cabinet, and witnesses reported staff ingesting drugs and not wearing surgical masks during procedures. On the day of Hilary's death, Dr. Brown allegedly allowed her to prepare her own injectable solutions and self-administer lidocaine. At one point, he was observed injecting undiluted xylocaine into her face. She then reported blurred vision, saw orange, and began convulsing. Despite these symptoms, Dr. Brown continued injecting anesthetics into her face until she became unresponsive and had a seizure. When Dr. Brown ordered staff to locate emergency equipment, they scrambled around the office, unable to find it, and were unsure if a defibrillator or crash cart was even available. In their report, the Florida Department of Health described Dr. Brown as careless and haphazard, noting that his blatant authorization of unlicensed activity showed he has poor judgment and cannot be trusted to ensure that his patients receive appropriate care. They noted the level of disregard Dr. Brown paid to patient safety, even when the patient was his wife, indicates that Dr. Brown is unwilling or incapable of providing the appropriate level of care to his future patients. His most problematic violation during Hilary Brown's procedure was his failure to react swiftly in response to a serious medical emergency. As a result of the report's findings of fact, Dr. Brown's license was restricted. Now, he can only perform procedures or surgeries in a licensed hospital and must be supervised by another physician until his medical license is formally reviewed and disciplined. It's important to note an apparent contradiction between the Florida Department of Health's findings and initial police reports. According to the Department of Health's report, Dr. Brown instructed staff to call 911 10 to 20 minutes after Hilary's seizure. However, the probable cause affidavit indicates that multiple employees told officers they took it upon themselves to make the 911 call. Also, it must be noted that Dr. Brown is not accused of intentionally wanting to kill his wife. Rather, he acted in a way that led to her death. Nevertheless, he was booked into Santa Rosa County Jail on June 17th at 7:55 a.m. and was home before sunset after posting a $50,000 bond. If convicted of second-degree homicide, he could face up to life in prison, life on probation, and a $10,000 fine. His next court date is scheduled for September 3rd, 2024.